Mickey Mouse Club, Mickey Mouse Club. Who's the leader of the band? That's the question. Who's the leader? Or what's happening with the leader? It's squashmad.com time. Please tell me you've had a look at the website. Please tell me you're now following or liking or whatever it's called on Facebook. There's some massive stuff going on in World Squash News, and Squashmad are the only ones brave enough, or silly enough, to bring it to you. We're talking about leaders. Mickey Mouse, he's clearly a bona fide leader. But there's been some trouble with our leader of the World Squash Federation. That's where we're going to start this conversation. Before the Olympic bid, there was lots of misgivings about World Squash Federation's president, but everybody said, hey, let's not rock the boat. We've got to get this Olympic gig. We didn't get it. The boat became the Titanic. It sank. And now the president is the target due to his decisions and due to his behaviours. Alleged behaviours. So the PSA, the Professional Squash Association, has had enough. There was just the World Squash AGM in Nice, and the PSA has assembled a global task force using squash federations from every continent. They want to take over the Olympic bid. They want some other changes. There was all sorts of power talks going on in the bathrooms all over the place. Watch this space. It's going to get very, very interesting. And also, apparently, allegedly, the president has threatened legal action for anyone saying or doing the wrong thing about him. Doesn't scare us here. You know why? I'm Bill Gates. That's right. Hey, let's talk about Squash Australia, because there's a little bit of murky stuff going on here too. The Squash Australia strategic plan for 2016 apparently, allegedly, looks very, very, very similar to the strategic plan that was presented to Badminton Ireland in 2014. Now, why is this of interest? Why are people telling us? Because the CEO, Richard, was in charge of badminton then and in charge of squash now. Everybody, relax. It may be a great plan. A great plan will work in two places. Let's just see how this goes. Just calm your farm a little bit. Hey, I want to talk about something in a different way. In fact, I want to channel Oprah Winfrey. Ryan Kelly! What a star! 2 weeks, the only person that could beat him, the world #1. If ever we needed a hero, it's now. Ryan Kelly, keep it going. Fabulous stuff. Hey, that's the end of the news. Let's go to views. On the weekend, we were in 2 squash centres. In Queensland, actually. Hey, they're pretty important places because that's where the squash courts are. And yet, no one is looking after squash centre managers. We want squash centre managers to be massively wealthy, so with all their money they go and build more centres. Then we have more squash courts. Is this conversation being had at state or national level? Doesn't look to be. Doesn't look to be in any planning. Court owners, form your own association. Do your own stuff. Some of you need to step it up a little bit, let's be honest. But we want you guys being super duper duper successful. So let's get behind our court owner operators. Speaking of which, did you know squash.com.au partners with more than 14 court owners around Australia? Profits go back to the courts. $1.2 million has been returned in the last 10 years. That's an awesome example. Court operators doing what they do, other squash businesses doing what they do. Everybody wins. What else have we got? Oh, Australian selectors. Seems to be a little bit of a kerfuffle going on. Here's a tip. Follow the criteria. Everybody's happy. And what have we got last? Of course, we've got reviews. Guess what? Da-da-da-da! Prince is back. Hasn't been here for a while. New rackets, new stuff. Keep your eyes out for it because it's going to come back in a really strong way. And this is clever. Salming have brought out junior performance squash shoes with gum rubber so that the littlies can start playing like they're superstars now. That's what we wanted. Hey, clearly, Bill Gates, if you're watching, I'm not you. Richard Branson made me say it. If you want to see Bill Gates impersonating Oprah Winfrey, keep checking in. Squashmad.com. Got to go save the internet. Bye.